part of that do you not understand, huh? What part of that do you not get?
You are a moron.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm the moron. Have a nice day and go fly a kite, you MAGA inbred fool, you.
I guess I would be considered a MAGA guy because I voted for Trump.
Okay.
But I don't understand. Like, I'm listening to you guys, and I'm listening to your callers continually just criticize.
Okay, well, let's talk about me.
And smash
Rob,
we're a bunch of retards. Even you criticizing everyone like they're a bunch of retards.
Okay, so first of all, don't use that word on this show because I don't use it, and it's not a good word that we would use on this show. So that's how I would start. I never.
What word is that?
Hold on, Rob. Hold on. Let's have a conversation, but please don't use that word.
I don't understand. What word did I say that was that line?
Okay, I'm not going to repeat it. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then I don't know what to tell you. So let's focus on me, not the callers. Okay, Rob? Name me something that I have said on this show specifically about Donald Trump that you disagree with, and then let's go from there. Let's try not to generalize, Rob, if that's fair. Tell me something I've done.
I'm not generalizing. I understand you're trying to fast talk this.
No, I'm not. I'm not. Rob, stop playing the victim.
Let's have Rob. Stupid.
Rob.
You said the guy doesn't understand Medicaid.
Rob, I need you to slow down.
I'm listening to you, bro.
Rob, you're not listening. You're talking over me. I'm trying to be very calm and have a conversation with you. So, give me a specific statement that I said on the show just today about Donald Trump that you disagree with, and then we can go from there and have a conversation. Just give me one thing. What did I say?
You said he doesn't understand food stamps or Medicaid.
Okay, so here's why I said that, and now we can have a conversation about that, and you can tell me why you disagree. So Donald Trump is going to be cutting benefits on food stamps for millions of Americans in this country. Many of those people are suffering. What I mean by suffering is they can't even afford to go to the grocery and spend $20 on, bread and butter or whatever they buy. And when he cuts that, they are going to be suffering more. What part of that does not make sense to you when he says, well, their prices are going to be lower? He said the prices are going to be lower. The prices are not lower now. Even if that was true, 6 months from now, a year from now, when he cuts benefits on food stamps, they're going to be losing the ability to get food for free because they are in desperate need. What do you disagree with about that?
I disagree with the fact you act like our president is a moron.
Hold on. I want you to be specific. Let's stop.
Let me speak. Don't overtalk me.
Then respond to what I just said.
Answer the question.
Then respond to what I just said.
You just start talking.
Then respond to what I just said. It has nothing to do with me insulting the president. You talked about food stamps. Respond to what I just said.
You just said the president doesn't understand food stamp and how people are hurting.
He doesn't.
How do you not figure this man, who's a billionaire, doesn't understand what? I mean, he employs people.
Okay,
he pays people. He knows what this is all about.
I'm trying.
If you think for somehow
I'm trying to explain it to you, Rob.
You're not.
Okay, so answer this then. Cutting food stamps, how will that help those people? Help me understand, since clearly I don't understand. Help me understand. How is right now cutting food stamps to millions of Americans who don't have any money to buy groceries, right now at this moment, explain to me how that's helpful?
Well, obviously, that's not going to help you.
Okay, well, that's my point. I'm glad we agree.
We're not doing a dash. We're doing a race. This is a marathon.
Rob, that was my point. Okay, my point was there's a lot of people in this country right now that are suffering. He made it sound like it's beneficial to those people today. I'm assuming you didn't hear the comments he made this morning, okay? And that has nothing to do with me calling him a name. But here's why I do call him names, Rob, since now you've agreed with me and made my point about food stamps, which he didn't make this morning. The reason why I call him names is because this is the guy who's insulted POWs, Gold Star families, women on looks. Do you think it's appropriate for a man? Let's start here. Do you think it's appropriate? What would you call somebody who attacks somebody's military service who was a POW, doesn't respect them because they were captured? What would you say about that? Would you call that person a moron, or you think that's taking it too far?
Are you talking about John McCain?
I'm just asking you a very generic question, and it is irrelevant to who it is.
It's not a generic question.
Oh, it's not?
If you randomly say that anyone that's a POW is garbage because they got
so it's okay if you don't like somebody.
But
so
that was
it's okay.
Personal issue between those two.
Okay, so you're saying you're defending it because he doesn't like John McCain. It's okay to say I don't respect him because he was captured. Is that what you're saying, sir?
Right. That's because that was a person. That's no different.
So if you have a person, no, it's not. No, it's not.
Let me explain.
Calm this idiot down. No, you're not going to explain. I'm going to explain to you, you dumbass. Okay, now I'm going to explain it to you. Just because you don't like somebody doesn't give you the right to attack their military service, and you're curling yourself into a pretzel, making yourself sound like the imbecile that you are. You are defending Donald Trump for attacking John McCain because he was captured. If you don't like Donald Trump because of policy or any other thing, fine. Let me tell you the difference, okay, dodo head? Okay, you MAGA inbred? Yeah, that's right. I'm going there. I don't like Ron DeSantis. I don't like J.D. Vance, but never would I crap on their military service. What part of that do you not understand, huh? What part of that do you not get?
You are a moron.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm the moron. Have a nice day and go fly a kite, you MAGA inbred fool, you. I proved you wrong when it came to food stamps. You admitted to me that cutting food stamps to millions of Americans and making cuts to food stamps will be bad. You admitted that, and you just proved yourself to be a complete clown. And now you're defending Donald Trump attacking the military service of John McCain because he doesn't like John McCain, or you didn't like him as a politician. So you're defending going after somebody and crapping on their military service, which makes you a moron and an a-hole. Have a nice day. Another MAGA moron.
Hey, Brian, how you doing, buddy?
What's up?
You had mentioned in the last caller. In fact, I think he's from the same area I'm from in L.A., the Baldwin Hills area. But anyway, you had mentioned something about being consistent.
Mm-hmm.
And I was interested because Barack Obama, from what I understand, he deported, about 3 million illegals from the country when he was in office. Am I not correct on that?
Yeah, but what does that have to do with what's going on right now?
Okay, well, I was wondering how many of those 3 million had hearings before they were deported.
Okay, so I'll answer that question and simply put with another question, which is very simple. Were any of those people deported to maximum security prisons in El Salvador, one of the highest maximum security prisons in the world? And were any of those people deported and sent to those prisons because of tattoos? Is that?
No.
Okay, so
all the people that are being deported are not going to the prison in Salvador.
Okay. So my understanding is the people that were deported under Barack Obama did have hearings, and they weren't being separated from family members without due process. So yes, to answer your question,
so all 3 million people that he had deported had hearings.
My understanding is all those people had due process. Yes, if you could find me evidence to the contrary,
okay,
if you can find me evidence.
Obviously, you don't know the answer to the question.
No, I do.
And
I just no. Herb.
Your goddamn head.
Okay, Herb.
You're wrong.
Herb.
You're wrong, Brian.
Okay, Herb. I need you to listen. This is why. First of all, and then he hung up the phone. So Herb is a coward. There is no evidence to suggest that any of those people that Barack Obama deported did not have due process. I just answered his question directly, and I said if there's any evidence to prove otherwise, then I'll gladly listen to it. There is no comparison between Barack Obama or Joe Biden's deportations and Donald Trump's deportations. You see, Donald Trump is not giving people due process. Donald Trump is deporting people without a hearing, without due process. There is no evidence to suggest that Barack Obama did that. Period. I just answered his question directly, but because Herb is not smart enough to understand the difference, he hangs up the phone, he swears at me. That is who Herb is. But Herb is your typical uneducated MAGA supporter. He doesn't know what he's talking about. He plays whataboutism. If people can show me those who have been deported that did not get due process under Barack Obama and Joe Biden, I would listen to it, and I would also say that that would be wrong. There is no evidence to suggest that, and Herb is wrong. But Herb doesn't want to hear facts because he voted for Donald Trump, one of the guys that, again, time and time again lies, and Herb believes it because Herb, with all due respect, does not sound like a very intelligent person. But that is Donald Trump's base. I can shoot somebody on Fifth Avenue and they would still support me. If Donald Trump decided to deport every person of color in this country with no due process, Herb probably would still support Donald Trump. And then he hangs up the phone. What an imbecile. X, you're an imbecile. You want to talk about Lincoln Riley? Why don't we talk about all the people who sadly lost their lives under the Donald Trump administration?
As Richard Nixon said, like, there's a few things that Donald Trump has actually accomplished. The Lincoln Riley Act in the border, he's accomplished that one.
Okay, so let's hold on. I'll let you finish, but I don't want you to list like 5 things because then I'm going to forget. Okay, so let's try to go one at a time. He's done a good job with the border. Okay, so let's talk about immigration policy because that I would assume that's what you're talking about when it comes to the border and immigration. Are you okay? And I've asked people this question before because this is part of immigration policy with agents across the country not identifying themselves, arresting people that are citizens, arresting people that are not breaking the law. Are you okay with people getting tackled and arrested that are seeking asylum outside of courtrooms? That's part of his immigration policy. Are you okay with that?
What's the law? What's the law? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, the law
I'm
is
talking about Lincoln Riley Act.
okay. Hold on. You mentioned immigration, not me. You brought up the word immigration, not me.
I said
Okay.
Lincoln Riley.
Okay. So we'll get to Lincoln Riley in a moment. Okay. Let's talk about immigration, and then I'm happy to talk about Lincoln Riley. Are you okay with ICE agents not identifying themselves across the country, arresting citizens in some cases for doing absolutely nothing wrong, arresting people outside of courtrooms, sending people to El Salvador prisons and high maximum security prisons where they weren't even born in their country of origin, people that are non-violent criminals? Are you okay with that?
If the country's refusing to take them in and stuff like that, like, you know, they have
that is not what they have done. The people, many of whom were sent to an El Salvador prison, they were not offered to be sent to the country of their origin. So what you're saying is not.
It's only Abigail Garcia, and that one is like, you know.
Where's Garcia from? Where's Garcia from? Where's Garcia from?
I haven't researched that one.
So why are you bringing up his name then? I'm trying to make up a point. Garcia was. Why are you bringing up his name? I just told you that people are being deported to their countries where they're not from, some high maximum securities like El Salvador. Garcia is one of them. Are you okay with non-violent criminals, people that have been not in this country legally, which is, by the way, not a felony? Are you okay with them being sent to high? Right. I understand it's
illegal.
Okay. Okay. So let me phrase it.
You would have a different mind.
Okay. Let me. No, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't. My opinions wouldn't change one iota. No, I wouldn't. You have no idea what you're talking about. All right. Why don't you answer my question? Are you okay with somebody who commits a misdemeanor being sent to a high maximum security prison? Are you okay with that? Answer the question. Why won't you answer? Will you please answer
your question?
No, you haven't. Yes, it's a yes or no answer. Are you okay with people that have never committed a violent crime in their life, misdemeanors, sent to high maximum security prisons that are not even the country of their origin? Yes or no? Yes or no? Stop wasting. I didn't ask you about the worst people. It's a yes.
That's what I'm saying.
No, you're going to answer my question. No. This is what I'm saying. You're going to answer my. No, stop talking.
No, I'm not.
X, stop talking. X, stop talking. You're going to answer my question, yes or no, and then I'm happy to talk to you about Lincoln Riley. You're the one who brought up immigration. You said you're happy with his immigration policy. So my question to you is, and now I'm asking it for an 8th time, it's a yes or no answer. Are you okay?
Yes or no answer.
I need you to be quiet and I need you to answer. Are you okay with non-violent criminals who've never been convicted of a crime in their, will you be quiet? Will you be quiet? Yes, it is. 60% of the people, including, you have no idea what you're talking about and you keep talking. Will you please listen? Over 60% of the people that were sent to the El Salvador prison are non-violent criminals. Over 60% of people that are being sent to other countries that are being deported are non-violent criminals. I will ask you the same question again for the 10th time.
They've had a choice to go home.
I'm not asking you if they had a choice to go home. Listen to my question as I ask it for an 11th time.
It's a waste of time. I'm saying.
No, I think you're a waste of time. Pot him down again. You're the one who brought up immigration. You're driving my producer nuts and you're driving me nuts because you won't answer a basic question. I'm going to give you, and then he hangs up the phone. What an imbecile. X, you're an imbecile. You want to talk about Lincoln Riley? Why don't we talk about all the people who sadly lost their lives under the Donald Trump administration first go around? But you don't want to talk about them. You want to talk about Lincoln Riley. Yes, I think it's horrible when anybody is the victim of a crime that is an innocent person. Lincoln Riley sadly was one of them. But that doesn't mean we treat all undocumented immigrants like garbage. That doesn't mean we treat all undocumented immigrants like animals. So you, just like Donald Trump, believe in the nonsense that when somebody brings up Lincoln Riley, you want to paint the picture that all undocumented immigrants are criminals that are going to kidnap your kids. That's not the case. So your question is irrelevant. I don't condone any violence from anybody. And if you're a violent criminal, yes, I hope you are deported. But you wouldn't answer my question because you know it's wrong. If you're a nonviolent criminal, you should not be sent to high maximum security prisons. Everybody has the right to due process. But the reason why you won't answer that question is because you're an imbecile and you're a waste of my time. X, you're a waste of my time.